Welcome back, my friends, to your channel. We are going to continue to talk about virtualization. But please, before we start, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos to come. We will continue from creating a virtual machine as we stopped in the last video. We will make a new VM and we'll name it test, and we will store it in my documents. Inside the documents, we will create a special folder for the VM. We'll call it VM test. And then we will select this folder to store the VM inside it. Then we will continue as we talked. And when we reach the hard disk, we'll store it inside the same folder of VM. And then we will go to specify the size. The size of the hard disk may reach 64 terabyte as maximum, but it also it depends on the size of the physical location where we will store the hard disk. In our case, we will store it in the C drive, which has a maximum of 233 gigabyte, 233 gigabyte. So we have to specify a size less than this. We will specify 60 gig for the operating system. It usually doesn't need more than this. And then we will go and set the ISO image to install Windows. We will install here Windows 10. So we'll choose Windows 10.iso, and then we will finalize the settings of the VM. Now we will right click on the VM created in order to see the settings that we specified for this VM. As you may see, for example, in the memory, we chose to have 4 gigabyte, which is 4096 megabyte. This is because the gigabyte is not 1000 meg, it's 1024. So if you calculate the 4 gig, it will be 4096. Then we will specify the CPU. We will change from a single core CPU to 8 cores, as you may see here, and we will apply. If you can see also, we have all the settings that we made, and the boot option, it will start from the DVD as first boot choice. Now we will go and connect to the VM. We will right click on the VM again and set connect. And then we will start the VM in order to install the Windows. The installation of the Windows is similar to installing Windows on a normal server. Now this connect to the VM is similar to connecting a keyboard, mouse, and a monitor to a physical server. Now, as you may see, we are installing the operating system on this virtual machine. We will continue with the normal steps of Windows installation, and we will install Windows 10 Pro. The steps of installing Windows is straightforward. We will accept, of course, the license agreement of Microsoft, and then we will customize to make a new hard disk and format it. And then after format, we will start the installation process as you may see in the video. Once we press next, the installation process will start, and then we'll continue normally. I will not go through all the other steps. We will continue till we reach the desktop of the operating system, as you may see. Now we are inside the VM. You may see that when I open this PC, I can find the C drive, which is 60 gig, and I can find that we have a DVD drive connected. Now we will keep the VM running, and then we will go to its settings again. As you may see, we may add hardware. For example, we will add another network interface card while the VM is running. We will remove the DVD as well, and then we will go and add another hard drive, as if we want to connect a new hard drive as a D drive to a physical server. However, in the physical server, we need to turn off the server totally in order to install the new hardware, while in the VM, we may do this as the VM is running. Now, once we want to add a new disk, there is a process for adding a new disk. We will choose, we'll go through the process, and one of the options here is to choose that it will be dynamically expanding. We won't choose to have a static size. Choosing a static size is going to reserve the total size of, let's say, a 20 gig inside the physical location where we will add the drive. While dynamically expansion, it will reserve a small size for the hard disk, and then this size will expand as long as we add data to it. We will name the hard drive as test D, and we will store it in the same place in documents inside the same folder where we put the virtual machine. We will go to next, and then we will specify the size. We will specify here like 20 gig, and then we will go to next, and we will finalize. Now we have another hard disk added to the VM after we apply these changes. Now we will go inside the VM. We will check the changes that we made. We will go to see the network interfaces. We will find now that we have two network interface cards instead of one. And now we will go to the disk management to see the new hard drive that we added. As you may see now, when we go to disk management, we will find that we have a new hard disk. It will ask to get initialized. We will initialize it, and we will create a new volume for the D drive. We will it's like normal creation inside a normal computer. We will not label it. We'll give it just a letter D, and then we will finalize to go again to this PC of the VM to find that we have a D drive of size 20 gigabyte. Now let's say that we want to add extra space to the D drive. Then in case it gets full, we will go to settings again while the VM is running, and then we will edit the hard drive. Then we will go to next, and then we will ask to expand this hard drive, and we, for example, will give it, instead of 25 gigabyte. We will finalize, and we'll press OK. We'll go again inside the VM to the disk management of this PC, and then we will find that we have an extra 5 gigabyte to be expanded for the hard drive D. As you may see here, we just right click and extend this volume, and now we will have a D drive of size 25 gigabyte instead of 20 gigabyte. If we refresh this PC, we'll find that the size has changed. All of this is done while the VM is up and running. There's no need to shut down the VM to make all these changes, which is one of the things that is getting people to use VMs more. It's for example, as you may see here, I can change the memory size while the VM is running as well. These options inside a virtual machine is getting people to get to use the VMs more and more instead of physical machines, because it's easy to deal with, it's easy to change the settings without any downtime. Okay, my friends, I will stop here for this session of virtualization and Hyper-V. I hope this was good enough for you and was clear. Please don't forget to comment if you have any question. I am waiting for your comments, my friends, and we will continue with more and more features of the virtualization and hypervisor in the next video. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos to come.